Wow, it's been 222 days since you last saw my face. Where have I been? What have I been up to? Let's get into it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Amir. You can call me Dr. MantiKore. And hey man, I don't even know how to do these intros anymore. I don't even know how to interact with the audience. I've been waiting patiently for this moment. And for some reason, the universe decided that today was the day. Now, a lot of things have transpired, happened since the last time that you saw my face. And by the way, excuse my face. I'm having a case of breakouts that I'm currently dealing with because I was back home in Iran for 2 weeks and I just completely let loose. You know, I enjoyed the food, everything that beautiful country has to offer, and I'm paying the price right now. So I apologize. You know, if this pisses you off, it is what it is. I'm sorry. Listen, it was 222 days ago that I uploaded the last video, and man, oh man, it's been a roller coaster of a journey since then till now. And what I want you guys to take from this video is, you know, I just want to inspire you in some way, shape, or form. I want to share my journey with you guys from this point onwards, hoping to somehow, maybe, if I can change someone's way of thinking, inspire some people, motivate some people that, you know, it is okay to feel certain emotions. It's okay for you to go through depression and anxiety and have panic attacks and you know, deal with all this bullshit. But the main thing is to come out of it a better person, to come out of it stronger, and you know, take the world by the gonads and tell it like, you're not gonna bring me down, man. We're gonna keep pushing, and nothing you do can stop this machine from accomplishing greatness. Anyways, I'm rambling on, I'm yapping. So what happened? I turned 30 years old in September, and it feels great. I'm gonna have to make a bunch of videos about things that I learned from my 20s, which I hope a lot of people will learn from. But to be honest, I became a doctor. I got my license to practice as a physician, and it's been very challenging, you know, settling in the UK as a doctor, because I studied medicine abroad. I grew up in the UK. I lived here for 20 years almost, and for some reason it wasn't meant for me to study medicine in the UK, for better or worse. I think it was for the better, because when I started my medical journey abroad, it was actually very intense. It had its ups and downs, and it forced me to sort of find myself as a 4-year-old and become a man. And basically, it was the best 6 years of my life. But when I finished and graduated, I got my license and I moved out of that country and moved back into the UK. I thought that, you know, the NHS, or the National Health Service, is gonna greet me with open arms and accept me as a new doctor, because I knew that the NHS was, or still is, suffering from a shortage of doctors. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna find my job in the city that I want and start immediately, because my peers before me managed to find jobs pretty much straight away. Lo and behold, was I wrong? God, was I wrong, man. I came back to the UK and I realized, shit, this is harder than I expected, because the NHS was going through the junior doctor strikes, lack of funding, so much bullshit. And I basically ended up having to work for free in order to earn or gain NHS experience so that I could land a job as a junior doctor in the UK. And let's just say that journey was not fun at all. It made me go through a phase of depression, anxiety. My hormones were all fucked up. My cortisol level was through the roof. My testosterone was low. I was lacking discipline. I wasn't training. I just wasn't myself because I felt like I was being betrayed by the system that I dedicated my life in order to serve. I studied for 11 years in order to become a doctor. I did like 2 degrees prior to medical school, and I wanted to so badly work as a doctor in the UK and, you know, be a part of the National Health Service or the NHS. And man, I felt like I got slapped in the face real hard. So I was working in neurosurgery, and let's just say I was enjoying it, but it wasn't my favorite specialty. And every single day I had to find the courage to get out of my bed, drive for almost 30 minutes, lose money, like spending on fuel, go into a hospital and work for free so that eventually in the future, maybe somebody would hire me as a doctor. Like, I have a license to practice, and you know, I was financially being I was financially facing a lot of burdens. My relationship was taking a hit. My family life was taking a hit. My mental health, physical health, everything was taking a hit. And I couldn't even upload YouTube videos. I couldn't even sit in front of YouTube, sit in front of a camera and talk to you and fake emotions and react to some fucking song or whatever. I just couldn't do it. So the only thing that was actually a form of therapy for me, which was this, was sort of snatched away from me because of all the emotions I was feeling. And I was just mad, dude. I was mad. I was upset. And I felt like real life hit me so hard. And, you know, one day I just told God, you know, after falling down so many times and getting back up, finding the courage to go back into the hospital and work for free in a specialty I didn't fucking like, not making any money. YouTube was stopped, which could generate me some money, so I wasn't even doing this. And man, I literally spoke to God. I was like, listen, God, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but if you let me have just one win. I've been taking so many L's these past few months. Just let me have one win, one W, and then I'll know that everything is gonna be all right eventually. Just give me this one sign, dude. One sign. And the God, you know, gave me a small sign of hope. There was this clinical procedure that I really wanted to master and do on the first try, which was you know, I wanted to cannulate a very difficult patient and get it right the first time, get blood out from the cannula at the same time, and then, you know, clean it up and finish setting up the cannula. Because in neurosurgery we had a lot of old patients, and some old patients were very hard to cannulate or take blood from. So I really wanted to, you know, do well in that, and I did. And once I got that win, I was like, you know what? Maybe everything's gonna be all right. And I kid you not, 30 minutes later, 45 minutes later, I got a call from an agency that I was with. Now, keep in mind, I was with a lot of medical agencies trying to find me jobs in the NHS, but because the NHS is funded by the government, and it's not privatized, it's a lot harder for agencies to send staff into hospitals to work, because then your hourly rate will be significantly higher compared to the people that are hired directly by the NHS. So much bureaucracy, I won't bore you with, so much bullshit. Anyways, I got this call 45 minutes later, and it was the call that I wanted to hear, that I wanted to get. And they basically said, you know, a hospital wants to book you for a few shifts. And I shit you not, I started jumping up and down. I was so happy. I was like filled with so many emotions. And I was like, thank you, God. Thank you. Like, that was the start of things sort of looking up. When was this? This was in late December. December. And So I went to this hospital and I worked a few days, made some money, spent most of it on accommodation and fuel. It was like 5 hours away from where I was living. But I had to make that sacrifice because I wanted to work as a doctor in the UK, and doing these sort of temporary jobs in different hospitals would increase your chances of landing a permanent position, which will then allow you to progress as a doctor in the NHS. So I got this I got this job, and I went and worked there, and I came back and I kept on traveling up and down, see my family, spend time on my girl and relationship. And at the same time, I was just as a guy, you want to protect and provide. And when you feel like your whole existence, not even your whole existence, your financial freedom or your career is being controlled by an organization, it really bothers you, or it really bothered me anyway, because I was like, my financial aspect, the financial aspect of my life is in the hands of this fucking NHS, right? And I have to keep applying for jobs and do interviews. I did like 6 interviews before I even got my first job, right? But yeah, it was very difficult. So I got the job, and long story long, I finally managed to get a full-time job. I am currently in a different city, as you see, in a freaking Airbnb, and I've started this new job, and I feel like things are finally looking up, man. And I've said all of this to say that no matter how you're feeling, no matter what's being thrown at you, no matter how much crap life is giving you, you have a few options. You can either take it and be like, oh, my life is so sad, I'm so miserable, nothing's working out for me, and sort of victimize yourself and have this victim mentality and just live your life sad and depressed all the time. Or you can get up and change things that are affecting your life, things that are in your control, and the rest you just let God and universe, if you believe in God, I don't know, universe or whatever, deal with it. So, for example, I was allowing all this crap that I was going through affect my fitness, affect my mental health. I wasn't going to the gym, I wasn't eating right. My skin was getting all fucked up because I wasn't eating right. I wasn't drinking enough water. I was waking up with new breakouts on my face, just pissing me off. And I was just not caring for myself the way I was when I was a student and when I was a medical student. If you become comfortable in your life, if you don't allow yourself to face challenges, you will never grow as a person, especially as a man. Because I believe that we as men need to fall down on our faces. We need to struggle. We need to have our backs up against the wall at one point in our lives so that we could find a way to get out of that position or get out of that situation. Because only then we'll know how to maneuver financially, how to maneuver with relationships with women, how to maneuver with just life. Only then will we know. But if you're just going through life and you're a lazy, person, not doing anything significant with the time that you've been blessed with, because this is a short time. Like, I was literally thinking about this today at the gym. I was like, fuck, I'm actually 30 years old. I found a video of myself on YouTube, which I will sort of do a reaction to. I made this video when I was 19 years old, and now I'm 30. And I was like, shit, it was like this. Everything just moved by, went past by my face so quickly. And I feel I want my 30s to be well spent. I want every single day to be productive. I don't want to waste any time hanging around negative people, spending energy on dumb shit that I don't necessarily have to deal with. I want to focus on myself, people that I care about, people that I love, make money, and enjoy my youth while I can. And this is what I want you guys to take from this video. Worry about the things that you can control. Change them. Don't label yourself, oh, I'm depressed, I'm going through depression, blah, blah, blah. Because as a physician, as a doctor, I'm telling you, depression is nonsense, right? Depression is caused, I don't want to get too medical, but depression is caused by a decrease in certain hormones. It's caused by your circumstances. It's caused by the food that you might be eating. It's caused by you not exercising. It's caused by so many things. Mainly hormones. Your hormones go down, you become deficient in certain things, and your body feels sad. And when you feel sad and depressed, that is like an alarm. It's your body signaling to you that, hey man, I feel shit. Something needs to change. And you only have to focus on the things that you can change. I wake up every single day in the UK and the weather is garbage. It's shit. It is April time and everywhere else on this planet is sunny. Everyone's getting their vitamin D. I wake up and it's raining and it's dark and gloomy and it affects my mood. I feel depressed, but I'm like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'll move on with my life. I go to work, I go to the gym, come home, eat well, sleep, and go through life. I'm not going to allow things that I'm not able to change affect my mood, affect my way of thinking. And that's what I want you guys to take away from this video. I said all this to say that I struggled so fucking much these past 7 months. Things that I didn't share with a lot of people, things that nobody really knows about. I'm kind of a lone wolf when it comes to these kind of things. I don't like to go to my family in order to get help because that will only stress them out. I like to deal with it head on myself and just move past it. And that's I believe is extremely vital. It's very important that you don't involve, especially the women of your life, the women in your family, in your problems, because I think it will only stress them out because they're not equipped to deal with masculine problems. Go and talk to your male friends, and they'll come up with solutions, or they'll tell you how it is so that you could change. And yeah, it wasn't fun. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I finally, managed to create this little setup in order to sit here and talk to you guys. And my goal is for future videos to have to create more valuable content, more self-improvement related content, fitness, mental health, maybe relationships, who knows. Reactions will still be there. It's just I've sort of lost a passion for it because it's become extremely monotonous to me. I sit here and watch something and react to it, get demonetized, community strike, copyright strike, and it's fun to do, but it becomes very discouraging when I make a video and it gets blocked because of copyright or because of music or whatever. So I believe, as a doctor who's struggled significantly in his life, as someone who has 3 degrees, 2 masters and a bachelor's, as someone who's a fitness coach, as someone who's lived a very difficult life, I think I have a lot more to offer than just reaction videos. So if you're in it for the ride, if you're in it for the journey, make sure to leave a like on this video and get me back into the algorithm. And all I'm gonna say, this is day 0. We're back. Things are gonna be great, and I will not let you guys or myself down. And I'm going to be a lot more active on here, a lot more active on Instagram. So feel free to follow me there. I'm going to be even active on TikTok. I don't know, man. I'm just excited for this whole content creation journey. And yeah, listen, thank you guys for watching today's video, this little mini podcast. And hope you took something away from this chat that we had. And I hope that wherever you are, you accomplish everything that you want. I hope that you fight your inner demons and you don't let them control you or pull you down. Anyways, thank you very much for watching the video. My name is Dr. MantiKore, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.